And good evening, baseball fans. Back here for day 4 of our coverage of the 2018 Florida DYB Major State Tournament here from Veterans Memorial Park in Bristol, Florida. And being brought to you live on the internet here at jockjive.com. Jason Thompson here for the first of 2 games here in the Majors Division. We have an elimination game between San Antonio and Fort Meade. Next door on Field 3, Robert Williamson bringing you the elimination game with Chipley and Liberty County. Go ahead and give you the lineup for the visitors from Fort Meade, who will be wearing their yellow tops with the black pants, black numerals and letters. Picture the Pittsburgh Pirates from the 70s and 80s. That's about the colors that they're representing. This is the lineup that will be facing San Antonio pitcher Ashton Liddington. Number 9 is Elijah Harrell at first base. 11 is Hunter Chance in left. 10 is Jaden Cornelius in center. 6 is the pitcher Johnny Taylor. 7 is Garrett Sims at short. 5 is Jeffrey Dart behind the plate. Number 12 is Bryce Bennett in right. 8 is Nathaniel Durance at third. Number 1 is Dalen Island at second. 2 is Thomas Bazania. 4 is Zachary Simmons. 3 is Takai Howard. Manager for Fort Meade is John Taylor. Scott Harrell, Bobby Sims, the assistant coaches. Defensively for San Antonio, they're wearing their red tops with the black sleeves and the white trim. White pants with the black stripe down the side with the black numbers and letters with the white trim. Defensively on the infield from third base to first base would be number 22, Benjamin Will. 13 is Andrew Noyes. 4 is Jagger Fonte. And 9 is Austin Saunier. The outfield from left to right. 3 is Landon Quattlebaum. 34 is Lucas Bradford. 39 is Blake Stone. Behind the plate, number 2 is Talon Maple. And on the bump, number 10 is Ashton Liddington. Tim Maple is the San Antonio manager. David Noyes and Austin Good, the assistant coaches. The number you see on your screen is the number to text those shout-outs to. If you want to give a shout-out to your favorite player or team, you can do so by texting 850-380-7267. Again, 850-380-7267. Just when I hit the live button on my broadcast, the sun was trying to poke out, and 2.5 minutes later, it is gone, and it has gotten awfully gray. I think right before... during the warm-ups between the two teams, we had a brief shower come through, and you still see some of the raindrops on the metal roof down below us.
Attention coaches, if you will, bring your guys into the dugout. We are going to be experiencing a weather delay. We'll have a weather delay. We will give you more information as it's updated to us. But at this time, coaches, pull your guys off the fields. Let's bring them in to the dugouts for a weather delay. Thank you.
Just moments before first pitch, you may have heard on the PA system, we are in a weather delay. Whether it's 20 or 30 minutes, we're not sure, but it'll be at least 20. So just before we sign off here, just a reminder to like us on Facebook. Jock Jive Sports is the place to go. And you can keep updated on when we will resume play here in Bristol. But we are in a weather delay right before the first pitch between Fort Meade and San Antonio. So we will sign off for now and be back in at least 20 minutes, if not 30, here on jockjive.com. And good afternoon, folks. Back here after very close to an hour lightning delay. We are seeing some lightning. We've been told it's moving away from us, so we're going to get back to the action, or actually start the action here in this elimination game with San Antonio and Fort Meade. San Antonio kids were on the field warming up when the edict came to clear the field for a 30-minute delay. Unfortunately, we had to restart that 30-minute clock a couple of times. But now that we know that the Lightning is moving out of the area to the west, we can get underway. And this is the elimination game with Fort Meade and San Antonio. Next door on Field 3, Liberty County and Chipley will get ready to do battle. As Ashton Liddington is on the bump. And Elijah Harrell will start things off at 5:59, and he swings and misses for strike one. So again, it'll be Elijah Harrell, Hunter Chance, Jaden Cornelius. Here in the top of the first, pitch number 2 is swung on off the end of the bat right to the first baseman. He'll just take, we got time called. I believe the base umpire is saying that it hit Elijah Harrell in the leg as it rolled down to first, so he'll get another crack at it here. It's 0-2. It sounds like, the fact that I don't hear any of my compadres talking, that we're the first one to get going here, as the San Antonio coach is asking if it really hit him or not, or just getting clarification on why he got sent back. Whether he got a satisfactory answer, not sure. But the 0-2 pitch from Liddington headed home, and it nearly hit him. He ducked out of the way. It's now a ball and 2 strikes. It is going to be Harrell, Chance, and Cornelius here in the top of the first. The 1-2 change-up misses up. It's 2-2. As we hear the Liberty County Chipley games about to get underway, the boss, Robert Williamson, bringing you the action there. The 2-2 is strike 3 call, so Ashton Liddington starts the game with a backwards K. Hunter Chance at the plate. As left-handed hitting Hunter Chance at the plate. Batting from the left side. The first pitch he sees, ground ball to the short second baseman. Nice stop over to first in time. 4-3 for out number 2. That is Jagger Fonte. Oh, Jaden Cornelius. Thank you to John Brock. He's the son of Jameel, Gator great 2006 wide receiver. So I guess that means he was, well, if he is 2006, then he missed out on the championship year by a year. Fouled out of play by 1 year. Oh, he was on the, okay, so John Brock, I'm mistaken. It is 2006 and 2008. That's bad. I'm a Gator fan. I should know that. 6 shortstop over to third. A 6-3 put out as Cornelius down 1-2-3 in order here in the top of the first. So to the bottom of the first we go. San Antonio will send the following lineup to the plate against Fort Meade pitcher Johnny Taylor. 34 is Lucas Bradford in center field. 10 is the pitcher Ashton Liddington. Number 2, the catcher is Talon Mapple. 13 is Andrew Noyes at short. 22 is Benjamin Will at third. 9 is Austin Saunier at first. 6 is Zachary Good. 8 is Trent Coleman. 27 is Oscar Alamia. 3 is Landon Quattlebaum in left. 4 is Jagger Fonte at second. And 39 is Blake Stone in right. Tim Maple is the San Antonio manager with David Noyes, Austin Good, the assistant coaches for Fort Meade. On the infield, from left to right, from third to first, is number 8, Nathaniel Durant. 7 is Garrett Sims. 1 is Dalen Island. 9 is Elijah Harrell. The outfield from left to right is number 11, Hunter Chance. 10 is Jaden Cornelius. 12 is Bryce Bennett. Behind the plate is number 5, Jeffrey Dart. And on the bump, number 6 is Johnny Taylor. John Taylor is the manager. Scott Harrell and Bobby Sims, the assistant coaches. Take a quick break here on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Back here at Bristol, Florida, in Liberty County, where San Antonio will send up Bradford, Livingston, and Maple. The winner of this one will get the winner of the next game with Mariana and Shalimar. In Mariana and Shalimar, the lone 2 unbeatens will do battle next. The prospect still looms. That 3 teams could end up with 1 loss. That would be if the Mariana Shalimar winner loses tomorrow morning at 9. And then there's a scenario we'll have to game out for you there. And the pitch to Bradford, actually he calls time. The pitch up and away for ball 1. Again, it is Bradford, Livingston, and Maple here in the bottom of the first in a scoreless tie, just underway. Long look by the pitcher. Taylor, he'll fire and throw a strike. It's 1-1. The only one that cannot pitch today is Bradford. He threw 86 pitches yesterday, which means for him to pitch again, San Antonio's got to make it all the way to the if game on Thursday. So they would have to win today and 2 games tomorrow for him to even get back on the mound. The pitch is outside. It is now 3-1. Taylor, a long look in. And the 3-1 is a strike as Bradford doesn't like the call. And again, another long look by Taylor, standing there stoically. And the payoff pitch, swung on and fouled back. Good news is, according to the Weather Channel, the chance of rain doesn't go over 15% until 11 o'clock, which when it jumps up to 30. Ground ball right side. Nice play by the first baseman. Race to the bag. He wins it. It'll be 3 unassisted. As the ball hugged that right field line, but number 9, Elijah Harrell, makes the play and beats Bradford to the bag. 1 down as Ashton Livingston to the plate. So, again, according to Weather Channel, 15% through the 7, 8, 9, and 10 o'clock hours. Then it jumps up to 30, and it doesn't get any higher than that. Livingston choking up on that bat, and he chops one to the right side. It will stay fair, and it'll be an infield hit. As Durrance and Taylor were hoping it would go foul, but it stayed fair for about 1.5 feet, 2 feet, right down the third base line. So Liddington at first base for Talon Maple, the catcher. Again, long look by Taylor. And he fires. It is a strike called. Try to keep track of how long Taylor stands there before he throws the pitch. You know, you got to come set first, which he has. About 6 seconds later, he hits a ground ball and is through the 5-6 hole for a base hit. As Maple, and it's booted by the left fielder. Liddington around third. They're going to send him home. The throw is going to come home, and it's going to be way offline. Runner to third, and he'll be safe there. So a single and a 2-base error. And the boys from San Antonio take the 1-0 lead, taking advantage of the error out in left field. It's Hunter Chance out there as Andrew Noyes to the plate. Getting another long look by Taylor. The pitch is swung on and foul to the right side. 0-1. Again, coming up later, Mariana and Shalimar. The battle of the pitching staff and the base runners. The pitching of Mariana and the speed of Shalimar. The aggressive base running of Shalimar. That misses up for a ball. To me, that's what makes that match very intriguing. As we hear the rain start to come down, quite consistent now. Getting very close to what you would call downpour. 2-1 for Noyes. The lights are not on yet here at Liberty County as the rain starts to slack up just a tad, but it is coming down pretty good. The 2-1, chopper left side, third baseman has it. The only play is to first, and he beats it out. So an infield hit and an RBI. Strike called to Benjamin Will with the runner on first. And the pitch from Taylor is a strike called. And San Antonio with the 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first on a pair of singles. And the pitch is swung on, popped up. First baseman calling for it, and he'll put the squeeze on it for out number 2. As Austin Saunier to the plate. As he left-handed hitting Austin Saunier to the plate. He's the 6th batter of the inning. San Antonio already with a pair. with the runner on first here in the bottom of the first. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Again, long look from Taylor, and the pitch is swung on and missed. As the final game in the fight was scheduled for 5 o'clock, it's about to get underway, as you can probably hear in the PA system behind us. With the runner at second, the pitch is swung on and foul to the left side. Just a reminder again, folks, the shout-out number may not always be the same for your particular team if they switch fields. So, again, just a reminder, mine is on the screen here for San Antonio Fort Meade. Robert Williamson's number is on the screen for the Liberty County Chipley game. The pitch is swung on. Chopper, nice play by the pitcher. He knocks it down, recovers over to first in time, almost throws it over the head of Elijah Harrell, but Harrell keeps the toe on the bag for the 1-3 put out. So, 2-run score for San Antonio on 3 hits. There was a very costly error and 1 left. We will head to the top of the second when we get back. Fort Meade coming to bat, trailing 2-0 in this elimination game in the 2018 Florida DYB Majors State Tournament, which you're listening to on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament, join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
When you need well drilling or pump service, you need Bassford. Proudly serving the Panhandle for 50 years, Bassford works with contractors, home builders, and individual homeowners. Thomas Bassford is dedicated to providing you with top-of-the-line products and service to ensure long-lasting results. For all your well construction or repair needs, see Bassford Well Drilling and Pump Service. Our pumps are premium products that have been tested and proven to be the best available. Call 850-526-3913 or 363-0501.
Back here in the top of the second, as Fort Meade will send up 4, 5, and 6, and Johnny Taylor, Garrett Sims, Jeffrey Dart, San Antonio with the 2-0 lead here in this elimination game. As the winner of this one hopes to get the winner of our next game with Mariana and Shalimar. Pitch is going to be outside for ball 1. Again, as we mentioned, Bradford, the only one that can't pitch today for either team, is a big cut by Taylor. Swing and miss for strike 1. Bradford threw 87 pitches yesterday, so he can't pitch for 48 hours, which means he can't pitch unless San Antonio makes it to the if game. Big swing and a miss as Taylor swings on a pitch out of the zone. 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch, swung on, popped up, coming right back at us. And it'll stay a ball and 2 strikes. There is a chance, if you're a fan of the T-ball major or AAA and Ozone division, that is swung on, ground ball to the second baseman. He has it from his knees, can't pick it up though. It'll be a I guess an E4. So I was about to say the brackets for the Sebring tournaments will hopefully be released sometime tonight. Again, the T-ball, AAA, and O-Zone state tournaments will start in 12 days. Actually, make it 11 days in Sebring. That is a strike. It's away from the catcher who loses his balance and fires one over the pitcher's head, second base covering. But Sims stays put. Second baseman Jagger Fonte just could not find the handle on the ball. He knocked it down, kept it in front of him, but then couldn't locate it. Ground ball. Shortstop with the backhand. He bobbles it, and everybody's safe again. So back-to-back errors here to lead off the top of the second. Have Fort Meade thinking big inning here as Jeffrey Dart to the plate. As Bryce Bennett heads to the on-deck circle. Sky trying to lighten up a little bit, but still a lot of gray cloud cover ahead of us, above us. But the lightning has moved out. The 1-0 is a swing and foul out of play to the right. That should even it at 1-1. As the wind is blowing slightly in, you see one of the flags in left center starting to flutter this way. The pitch swung on and hit high to right field. The right fielder charging. It'll fall in front of him for a base hit. The runner will stay at third, the lead runner, as the throw comes into the catcher. So the bases are loaded here for Fort Meade with nobody out for Bryce Bennett, the right fielder. Ball hung up there for a long time, and Blake Stone just could not catch up to it. The infield is in for the play at the plate. A pitch low and away for ball one. As Don Morris is with us, one of the national directors from Quincy. So we have Tony Smith here, the state director. Big swing and a miss, 1-1, along with two of the three national directors, Brian Cox and Don Morris. I guess we'll see Sam Rudd in Sebring in about a week and a half. The pitch swung on and hit well to left, but foul. He hit that one a ton, but got way out in front. Now it's 1-2. So Fort Meade, as we mentioned, their yellow tops with the black letters and pants with the black helmets with yellow trim. The pitch is a strike three called. So Liddington gets strikeout number 2 of the ball game. One down here for Nathaniel Durrance. Big scoring chance here for Fort Meade with the bases full. Johnny Taylor at first, Garrett Sims at second, Jeffrey Dart at first. It is a swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Durrance. The pitch swung on and fouled straight back. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and ripped foul down the left side. Temperature says it's 91 outside right now. Actually, it's 85 and it feels like 93, so it's still pretty toasty outside. The pitch swung on and hit well down the left field line, but that's going to go foul by about 10 feet or so. So a good battle here with Durant and the pitcher, Ashton Liddington. As Liddington got the save yesterday in a 5-2 win over Holmes County. The two-strike pitch is swung on and hit into right center field. That ball will drop for a base hit. One is going to score. Right fielder has it. The throw is going to come home. Play at the plate, and he is going to be out of there. As Sims did not slide until late. So it'll go 9-2 on the outfield assist. Sims out at the plate. So a one-run single for Fort Meade as Taylor comes in to score. Dart to third. Durant's to second on the throw coming in. As Dayland Island to the plate. The second baseman. And he takes a pitch up and in for ball one. Again, the left center field flag blowing in. The right flag, the field and right field blowing from left to right. So the wind is swirling out here. I believe the count now 2-0 to the number 9 batter, Dayland Island. The 2-0, big swing and a miss. 2-1 the count now. Sun is trying to poke its way through the clouds, but there is a lot of cloud cover above. Outside for ball 3. So it looks like it could be another late night here at the park with the early start, 9 a.m. tomorrow. So coffee will be brewing. Big swing and a miss. Actually, it's tipped, and that'll run the count full, I believe. I'll have to wait for the umpire to give us a signal. Again, the scoreboards here at Bristol got knocked out about a week ago because of a lightning strike, so we have nothing to reference. I'm trying to update it on the computer and in my scorebook. The 3-2 pitch, a big Uncle Charlie. Now that's 3-2. Actually, Island thought it was ball 4 as well. He's turning around as time is called, and the home plate umpire is like, you're right, it's ball 4. It's one of the few times I was right, and he was confused. The base is loaded now for Thomas Pazania, the pitch. Up for a ball. Runner coming home. Pitcher covering, and the catcher is going to get him. 2 unassisted. Oh, now they're calling him safe. A late call, and time is called. They're going to allow the base runners to go back, I believe. Again, a very, very late change. Now, for some reason, the home plate umpire is going to talk to the base umpire. So I guess the ball must have popped out of the catcher's glove as he scores on the wild pitch, he being Jeffrey Darden. We're tied at 2. All the batters move up to second and third on that wild pitch. Then the ball bounced right back to the catcher. The pitch. Gets away from the catcher. Here comes another run. The throw at the plate will not be in time. He's safe. As Liddington has the hands out like he thought he had him. And Fort Meade now up 3-2 as the runner in Island takes third. (3-2) as 2 runs have scored here with 2 outs. An error, 2 errors actually, a single, a strikeout, and a single. So the 2 errors have been huge here in this inning. Infielders are in for the play at the plate, but there are 2 outs. The pitch swung on, popped up, that'll get out of play. It's going to be interesting if Pizzagna hits a grounder to one of the infielders that are in for some reason for the play at the plate, even though there's 2 outs. The pitch swung on and foul to the right side. So it's 0-2, or no, there's 2 strikes. Again, Mariana and Shalimar to follow. Time is called as The San Antonio manager, Tim Maple, is coming out, and not sure why. Now he'll head back, and everybody will head back. And again, the San Antonio fielders playing in a little bit, even though there are 2 outs. Yes, there's a runner at third, but got to go to first anyway as Livingston gets on the mound. The pitch is swung on and fouled to the right side. Again, it is a temporary mound out there, so I believe this is a slow pitch softball field. Got the temporary fence at 200 feet with the permanent one behind it. Say, well, it might be 275. The pitch is low and away. And it is 3-2. Again, the runner at third is Dayland Island, as Fort Meade has plated 3 here in this top of the second. Liddington's 3-2 pitch is outside for ball 4. So runners at the corners. As the first baseman, Austin Saunier, is coming in, and I believe we're going to have a pitching change. And we'll have the new pitcher when we get back here on JockJive.com.
Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Dixie Youth Baseball has now given over $1,240,000 to former Dixie Youth players in scholarships. Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program.
At Conyers Hardwood Flooring, we want you walking all over us. Conyers has been serving the Big Bend area since 2005 and provides all types of flooring materials and labor. Conyers Hardwood Flooring does nail-down installation, sand and finish hardwood floors, refinish existing hardwood floors, and more. Plus, Conyers is very active in the community. Conyers Hardwood Flooring in Bristol. Call 850-643-6432 or 694-3447.
Back here in Bristol, where number 9, Austin Saunier, is going to take over on the mound for San Antonio. Benjamin will move from third to first, and Zachary Good will take over at third base. So your infield for San Antonio from left to right will be Good, Noyes, Fonte, and Will. The Summer of Dixie is underway. Between now and mid-August, Jock Jive will be streaming all of this tournament, plus the AAA Ozone and T-Ball, Florida DYB State Tournaments in Sebring, the Dixie Baseball 15U and Dixie Pre-Majors World Series, the AA, AAA, Ozone, and Majors World Series in Lumberton, and so much more. Catch it all right here on JockJive.com. Pardon me, as Zachary Simmons will step to the plate. Simmons with a really long ponytail as he strides to the plate. Again, base runners are the fielders, which is, again, odd because there are 2 outs. Pitch from the lefty is a strike called. Runner headed to second. They'll just give it to him on the fielder indifference. So Island at third, and now Pizzagna at second. Fort Meade already with 3 in here in this top of the second. The pitch is outside. 1-1 the count. The pitch is swung on, and that will drop into right field for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. It's booted by the right fielder. 2 runs are going to score as the throw comes in. All the way into the catcher. Simmons will take second on the throw as the cutoff man is missed. So I guess a single and an E9. Another error. plates a pair of runs. Island scores. Pizzagna scores. It is 5-2. As Dekai Howard to the plate, the number 12 batter. The first pitch he sees is a ball as the sun has found its way through the cloud cover. It's going to cause me to stand up and use my score book as a shield. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Count now 1-1. Saunier looking in. The pitch from the lefty is swung on and missed as Howard chased one out of the zone. Now it's a ball and 2 strikes. Again, 9 runners have come to the plate here in this top of the second. The 1-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. That'll do it for the top of the second, but the damage has been done. Fort Meade with 5 runs on 2, 3 hits. There were 4 errors in the inning and 1 left on. We're through an inning and a half. We'll head to the bottom of the second. When we get back, San Antonio coming about trailing 5-2. And again, you are listening to the 2018 Florida DYB Majors State Tournament here on JockJive.com.
Did you know a child may start in the Dixie program at or below age 6 and continue through age 19? Yes, there's an opportunity for youth 6 through 19 to enjoy baseball in Dixie. Dixie Youth, Dixie Boys, Dixie Majors. If your league is not a part of these baseball programs, contact a Dixie official for information and bring your child up in Dixie.
David Jackson Summers is a candidate for Liberty County Judge. David is committed to the qualities we need in an office holder. He is dedicated, respectful, and will pursue progress. For the first time in 22 years, the people of Liberty County have a choice in who our county judge will be. Take the opportunity to vote David Jackson Summers for your county judge. Political advertisement approved and paid for by David Jackson Summers for county judge.
Back here in Bristol, we want to remind you to follow Jock Jive on Twitter and Facebook. On Twitter, we are at Jock Jive. And on Facebook, simply put Jock Jive Sports in the search engine. We give you scores, schedules, game highlights, event updates, and more. Twitter and Facebook, a great way to keep up with Jock Jive Sports. San Antonio will send up 6, 7, and 8 here in the bottom of the second in Good, Coleman, and Alameda. San Antonio got here with a 6-2 win over Shalimar. I'm sorry, make that a 9-1 loss to Shalimar. San Antonio's in District 6, Shalimar's in District 2. That's how I read that. Then in the losers bracket, San Antonio has won 2 in a row. They beat Sneads 12-6 and Holmes County 5-2. As we get going here in the bottom of the second with Zachary Good, the new third baseman, and he fouls it at the plate. So hopefully we won't be as late as we were on Sunday, not so much in the majors. But again, the last machine pitch game on Sunday at exactly 12 midnight. Pitch is outside for ball. Of course, 3.5 hours of that was waiting up here in the press box. Started as a lightning delay, then turned into a lengthy rain delay. Got started again around 4 o'clock Eastern, with 2 more games here on field 2. The pitch is up and in, 2-1 to Good. Again, the state champion in this division will represent Team Florida at the Dixie Youth World Series. starting, I believe, on August the 4th in Lumberton, North Carolina. That one's way up and away for ball 3. I want to thank the boss, Robert Williamson, for letting me hang around all these years. This is my 8th summer doing this. Which I believe is either the 8th or 9th year we've done the state tournaments here in Florida. The pitch is up and away for ball 4. So the leadoff walk to Zachary Good as Trent Coleman will come to the plate for San Antonio. The pitch from the lefty Taylor. Swung on and misses. He chased one upstairs. It's 0-1. And we also want to give a shout out to Ray Glisson and his staff here who are getting really good at hosting these tournaments. They seem to host one every year, whether it's Dixie Youth Baseball or softball. The pitch is a strike. This is the second time in 3 years we've been here at Bristol. It's kind of cool because we get us jock jivers get a house on Lake Mystic, which is a gorgeous scene once you step out in the backyard. The pitch is swung on through the 5-6 hole for a base hit. The left fielder, bobbles it, recovers, and he'll fire one to third as the ball hit the lip of the grass, and lucky it didn't clip Hunter Chance up in the chest or face there, but he is okay. And 2 runners on for San Antonio as Oscar Alamia to the plate. We had a 1-2-3 inning for Fort Meade in the top of the first, but there's been a base runner in every half inning since. It's been a trend that we've had on this field in particular. Very few 1-2-3s. Squaring around to bunt as Alamia pulls it back. The wheel play was on as Durance was charging from third base, and the shortstop Sims was covering third. Getting a long look in from the lefty Taylor. Squaring around to bunt again. He doesn't get it down, but it goes to the backstop, and that actually works as a sacrifice as the runners advance to second and third on the wild pitch. The count is 1-1. Will Alamia square around again? He will not. The 1-1 is a strike. It gets away, but Good will stay at third. Count now 2-1. Landon Quattlebaum waiting on deck for the young men in red. The 2-1 from Taylor is swung on, hit out of play onto the top of the Fort Meade dugout and out of play. Count now 2-2. Again, runners in scoring position, 2 of them. Good at third, Coleman at second. The pitch is swung on and missed for the strikeout. Big one for Taylor, his first of the game. As Landon Quattlebaum, Quattlebaum. You can imagine the upper back of his uniform full of letters. Long look in from the lefty Taylor. And the pitch is low in the dirt. Nice block by Dart. Surprising that we're not seeing a lot more time being called by San Antonio because Taylor stands there stoically for more than 5 seconds before he fires the pitch. Thank goodness we don't have those Major League Baseball rules here. As he squares around to bunt. And he gets it down. It is a foul ball. Foul ball. And unfortunately, we could not see because the tent, the purple tent, kind of obstructs about 10 feet of the baseline, but Had to wait for I was about to say the man in blue. He's wearing white today, white polos. Yeah, these umpires are definitely having to go through a lot of change of clothes between rain and sweat out there. As Quattlebaum squaring around a bunt. The wheel play is on. He takes it up and away for ball 2. As Jagger Fonte waits on deck. My apologies. I kept saying Font, F-O-N-T. I kept saying Font. His father was in the T-shirt line earlier. I met him and got set straight on the last name. The pitch. He squares around the butt, pulls it back. He gets away from the catcher. Play coming in. The throw will not be in time. It'll be a wild pitch and a run scored as Zachary Good comes in to score to make it 5-3. Also want to give a shout out to the volunteer staff. Make sure we're hydrated and fed. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to put him on about 10 pounds, it seems, before this one's over with. Great food here by the folks here at Bristol. They know how to do it. And we mentioned it's the second time in 3 years Jock Jive has been here. The year in between, they hosted Dixie softball here. The runner at third is Coleman. And the pitch to Quattlebaum is swung on and fouled down the right side. I believe we have a full count. We'll see if the umpire helps us out. As Don Morris is visiting us, go Gators, right? He likes that other team. Of course, he would say, I like the other team. So you say tomato, as the saying goes. Yeah. The pitch is strike 3 called. It gets away from the catcher. As Don Morris mentioning that they are the defending national champions in softball. Of course, up until about a week and a half ago, my boys were the defending national champions in baseball. Really? As Don Morris telling me. That's kind of surprising. Saying FSU's the first ACC team to ever to win the College World Series. There's a lot of talent, baseball talent in that conference. It's kind of surprising as this wheel play is on and is bunted foul. Oh, for softball. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Now, I can understand that. I don't know if you heard him say that only 3 teams have won the College Softball World Series east of the Mississippi, especially when you've got Stanford, UCLA out there on the West Coast that are just dominant in softball. Pitch is outside to Fonte, not Font. It's a good reason. It seems like every parent has, their team's colors and the name on the back of the jersey. So ran into Mr. Fonte in the T-shirt line. As I kept saying, Font. Pitch is low and in. It's now 2-1. Sun is out here in Bristol, baking everybody that's outside and providing a glare for us in the press box. The pitch is low and away for ball 3. It's now 3-1 as Trent Coleman is at third. And all of a sudden, the tying run at the plate here. It's going to be another one of those days. 49 minutes into the books here, and we're only in the bottom of the second. And the pitch to Fonte is swung on and fouled out of play. Again, we've got another one coming up later. Mariana and Shalimar. The final 2 teams in the winner's bracket. The winner will be in the driver's seat, inching closer to a berth in the championship game. The 3-2 pitch is, does he hold up? No, it's strike 3 called. So Johnny Taylor works around the leadoff walk and the single to get 3 consecutive strikeouts. San Antonio does get a run on a hit and leaves one on. We are through 2. To the top of the third we'll go when we come back here in the 2018 Florida DYB Major State Tournament, which you're listening to on JockJive.com.
What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game, and all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction.
Roberts & Roberts Construction, with offices on Sherman Avenue in Panama City, are proud supporters of Dixie Youth Baseball. Roberts & Roberts understand the importance of instilling the positive characteristics that team sports provide. The ability to work together for a common goal, pick a teammate up when they are down, and praise a job well done are traits that will serve the young athletes well throughout their lives. And at Roberts & Roberts Construction, we are proud of these young gentlemen and ladies.
And we're back here in Bristol. If you want a download of any game of this week's tournament, they're only $5. Just email info@jockjive.com. Again, info@jockjive.com. Tell us what games you want, and we will send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit card. And the games will be on their way to you. That's info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you'll want to have for a lifetime. Jock Jive Productions works small events and large, from T-ball to the Toyota Center, from youth sports to collegiate, audio only to a full-scale production for ESPN. We do it all. To find out how we could cover your team or event, email info@jockjive.com. And the boss, Robert Williamson, will get back to you. As Fort Meade will send up the top of the lineup, Elijah Harrell, Hunter Chance, Jaden Cornelius here in the third. That is popped up out of play to the right side. As Austin Saunier bent over, staring for the sign. He has it, and the lefty fires. Ground ball past the third baseman. Shortstop has it over to first in time. Good job there by Andrew Noyes on the 6-3 putout. One down here for Hunter Chance. As the left-handed hitting Hunter Chance to the plate with the bases empty. Lefty-lefty lineup matchup here as he takes a ball. Count 1-1. The pitch is up and away for ball two. Just a reminder, as one of the district directors, Tim Arnold, is having a conversation. I want to remind you that the games tomorrow are 9 a.m. and 1. The pitch is a swing and a miss. 2-2. So there will be a little bit of a delay between each of the first two games, because chances are, well, the loser of that first game will have to play back-to-back, so they'll get a little break. Nice diving stop by the third baseman. He'll fire across the first, and they get him! My goodness! What a phenomenal play by, that's not Good, that's, believe, we have a new third baseman. We need him to turn around. I believe it was Bradford. I'm not sure. We're going to have to wait on that, but he made a diving play to his right, got up, and got Hunter Chance by a half a step. One of the better plays we've seen on defense in this tournament. Two down here for Jaden Cornelius. And the first pitch to him is a ball. Ball one. It's not Austin Good. So I think that's a defensive replacement there at third base. The pitch is up for a ball. cannot see because he obviously is not going to turn around. We'll hope to get that to you. The pitch. Ground ball knocked down by the pitcher. Recovers over to first in time for the out. Actually, it was Lucas Bradford as we see him turn for the dugout. It's a good play by Bradford on the previous play. And on that play, Saunier DeWill on the 1-3 putout. So a 1-2-3, top of the third. We'll head to the bottom of the third when we get back here at Veterans Memorial Park in Bristol, Florida. You're listening to the 2018 Florida DYB Majors State Tournament here on JockJive.com.
Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did.
Florida Dixie Youth All-Stars Sheriff Eddie Joe White welcomes you to Liberty County. Sheriff White understands all the hard work that has brought you to Bristol and salutes your efforts. He and his staff of deputies and admin personnel wish you the very best. Win or lose, it's about sportsmanship and doing your best. Good luck from Sheriff Eddie Joe White, serving Liberty County with fairness and honesty.
Back here at Bristol, where we're checking the score next door, Liberty County is batting in the bottom of the third, trailing 3-2 to Chipley. We go to the bottom of the third here in this game as San Antonio comes to bat, trailing 5-3. They'll have Blake Stone in the top of the lineup with Lucas Bradford and Ashton Liddington. So 12, 1, and 2. We see some of the Mariana players down below to our left. Boys in purple. Again, they're in 11 and 12-year-old age group, but some of them look like they're 16. There's a handful of them. Isaiah Spencer down there with, I don't think that's Cameron Odom. I can't remember who number 1 is, but that's Jacoby Hall, I believe. But anyway, they will play in the nightcap. It is scheduled for I believe 7:30 Eastern start. Obviously, that's going to be a little later thanks to the 1-hour delay we had right before first pitch. Lightning delay. I mean, within 90 seconds of us starting. As Blake Stone will lead things off. The pitch from Taylor, low in the dirt for ball 1. We have 6 teams out of the original 10. We'll be down to 4 when we leave the park tonight. In the 2 elimination games going on right now. Long look in from Taylor. The 1-0 is outside for ball 2. And it is Mariana and Shalimar coming up later. The pitch is up and away for ball 3. I believe these 2 teams here, Fort Meade and San Antonio, had the longest drives here to Bristol. The way it works here in Florida is that the northern part of the state, or the Panhandle, will get at least 2 of the 5 state tournaments. The other 3 will be in the central part of the state. And the pitch is low and away, a 4-pitch walk. Actually, Fort Meade, I believe they said it was about 6.5 hours. They're south of Orlando, so that is quite a haul. Again, in about 11 days, I believe, we'll be in Sebring for the other 3, the T-ball, the AAA, and the Ozone state tournaments. Be my first trip ever to Sebring, and second time down to that part of the state. Usually I stay up here in the northern half since I live in Pensacola. Taylor with a long look in, and another pitch is up for a ball. So 5 straight balls here in the bottom of the third for Johnny Taylor. Well, the good thing is that being a lefty, he's looking at that runner at first, so I guess he can afford to give the long look. And the pitch is a strike on the outside corner. That'll snap the streak of 5 in a row. And John Brock and Mike Rideout bringing you the T-ball action. Sorry, T-ball. Machine pitch action. Still thinking about Sebring next week. That one is outside for ball 2. So Taylor having a little trouble locating here in the third. As the sun looks like it's going to try to hide behind the cloud cover once again. Actually, that's not going to break my heart too much. Same with all the fans outside, for that matter. The 2-1 is a ball up. It's now 3-1. In Fort Meade with all 5 of its runs in the second inning. San Antonio with 2 in the first and 1 in the second. The 3-1 is going to miss up for ball 4. So Taylor has thrown 8 balls out of the strike zone out of 9 here to start the bottom of the third as Ashton Liddington to the plate. Liddington beat out an infield hit and scored a run. As time is called, as I believe this is Fort Meade manager John Taylor making his way out there, as I think he is taking the ball from his son. Actually, he never got a chance as he just tossed it to the first baseman, Elijah Harrell. So he's going to get some warm-up tosses, and we'll go ahead and take a quick break here on JockJive.com.
Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires, so be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other. Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling.
Back here in Bristol, coming up this summer on JockJive.com. Dixie Youth Baseball, Dixie Baseball, Cal Ripken World Series, Georgia Parks and Recreation Championship, SWAC Media Day, and a whole lot more. Yes, there are plenty of reasons to come back often to JockJive.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the Jock Jive YouTube channel. We stream all Dixie Youth Baseball, most youth sports, and high school football in the fall to our YouTube channel, and you'll want to know first what games are coming your way. As Elijah Harrell, as we said, switched spots with Taylor, so Taylor now at first, Elijah Harrell on the bump. Getting put in a tough spot here, the tying run at the plate in Ashton Liddington, who beat out an infield single his first time. Again, your runners are Blake Stone at second and Lucas Bradford at first. Harrell's first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Heard Tony Smith, the state director, tell us he brought his camper up here, so he's doing some camping during the week here in Bristol. The pitch swung on, popped up, shortstop going out. It's going to be trouble. It gets down for a base hit. The left fielder has it. They will hold the runner at third. The throw is going to come in home, and the tag is not going to be in time. He missed him. So a big gamble there by Stone, making a run for it as the left fielder, Chance, held on to the ball. The throw pulled the catcher into foul territory, and he couldn't get the tag, the swipe tag, on Stone as he went by. So the RBI single gets San Antonio within one, and the runners at second and third. So a base hit now could give them the lead back. As Talon Maple, who hit an RBI single his first time, comes to the plate. He pops one up out of play behind us off the roof of the press box. Infielders in for the play at the plate. Durant's at third, Sims at second, Sims at short, Island at second, and now Taylor first. Wild pitch to the backstop and bounces right back to the catcher. Dart. Now a ball and a strike. Back and forth we go here in this one. Looks like we're on our way to another one of those 2-hour-long games. We've already had a handful of them here. The 1-1 pitch is upstairs for ball two. And Talon Maple singled to left, moved to second on an error, drove in a run, and scored in San Antonio's 2-run first. So Harrell with the long look in, and he will fire to the plate. Swung on, hit down the right field line, but foul by about 8 to 10 feet. It is strike two. Harrell has an interesting delivery. When he comes set, the ball is up near his ear. He holds it up near his ear, and that elbow is cocked up really high. It's definitely in an unusual stance. As he looks in, ball up near his ear, and the kick of the pitch is swung on, ground ball to the second baseman. They will go to first for one, and the run will score. That'll go 4-3. Island to Taylor as Maple drives in a run. That'd be Lucas Bradford. It is now a 5-5 game. Go ahead run now at third. One down here for Andrew Noyes. Beat out an infield hit and drove in a run in the third inning. And the pitch from Harrell is swung on. Chopper, third baseman has it. Long throw across in plenty of time. That'll go 5-3. But another RBI ground out. And San Antonio back on top here. It's 6-5. The walks will kill you. Walk and a run for Stone. Walk and a run for Bradford. Single and a run for Liddington. And a pair of ground outs here in the infield have tied and then given San Antonio the lead here. 2 outs here. Ground ball to the shortstop. He pumps, fires in plenty of time for the 6-3 put out. So 3 straight ground outs, but not before San Antonio plates 3. We're halfway home here in this elimination game in the 2018 Florida DYB Major State Tournament. San Antonio back on top, 6-5. And you are listening to JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament, join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Back to action here at Veterans Memorial Park in Bristol, Florida. We want to let you know, coming this fall to jockjive.com, SWAC football, soccer, and volleyball. Tuskegee football, the ACCC game of the week. Great American Rivalries, HBCU football, Navarre and Baker High School football, Georgia Military College football, Gulf South Conference, soccer, and more. Check us out often. We are Jock Jive Sports. As Austin Saunier back to the mound. I believe this will be his third inning of work. As a 3-run third for San Antonio has them back on top here at 6-5. For Fort Meade, it'll be their 4, 5, and 6 batters, Taylor, Sims, and Dart. If you're not familiar with the rules here in the Majors division, all 12 batters bat the first time through the lineup, and then it is cut down to 1 through 9, but coaches at their discretion can reinsert the 10, 11, and 12 batters either as pinch hitters or runners, as long as each player plays 3 consecutive defensive outs. Again, we have all 4 fields going right now. 2 machine pitch, 2 in the majors. As the left-handed hitting Johnny Taylor. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Pitch from Saunier is ripped under the glove of the first baseman into right field for a base hit. Strong throw there by the right fielder Stone. As Taylor on for the second time, he reached on an error his first time. As Garrett Sims reached on an error in the second inning, but then was thrown out trying to score 9-2 back in the second. That's the tying run out there at first base. The pitch is low, a strike called. Wow. Looked like it might have been outside. Saunier dropping down, a little submarine action right there. And the pitch is low and inside. That'll even things at 1-1. Saunier's 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. He pulled the string there. It's 1-2. Again, Shalimar and Mariana coming up later. The pitch is swung on and foul to the left side. We'll keep it 1-2. Mariana has given up a grand total of 1 run in 3 games with 40 strikeouts by their pitching staff. They only had 8 last night. Only 8. The 1-2 is swung on and foul, tipped at the plate. Jeffrey Dart waiting on deck for Fort Meade. Saunier's 2-2, swung on, ground ball, shortstop has it, he'll tag second, he'll fire to first. A great stretch at first, that's a double play, wow. Will's lucky he didn't hurt himself there, as actually he did hurt himself. Boy, he extended and he is in a little bit of pain there at first. He puts the thumb up, telling his coach, I'm good, but he's still going to give it a look as the base umpire is going to look. Wow, a fantastic stretch by Will. That was started by Noyes fielding and then tagging second to start the 6-3 double play. Two down here for Jeffrey Dart. Wow, great play on both sides of that double play. That is a strike called. As the sun occasionally will pop out from the clouds and now hide behind the clouds. I prefer the latter, of course. It's right in my face right now. The pitch is low and away. It'll even it at 1-1. Jeffrey Dart hit a bloop single to right. He came in to score on a wild pitch in the second. Pitch is swung on. Chopper, nice play by the pitcher. On the backhand, over to first in plenty of time. It'll go 1-3. So a quick 1-2-3 inning after the leadoff single. Fort Meade now with 4 base hits. We will head to the bottom of the 4th. San Antonio looking to add to a 6-5 lead. Here in this elimination game in the 2015 Florida DYB Majors State Tournament, which you're listening to live on jockjive.com.
Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Dixie Youth Baseball has now given over $1,240,000 to former Dixie Youth players and scholarships. Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program.
At Conyers Hardwood Flooring, we want you walking all over us. Conyers has been serving the Big Bend area since 2005 and provides all types of flooring materials and labor. Conyers Hardwood Flooring does nail-down installation, sand and finish hardwood floors, refinish existing hardwood floors, and more. Plus, Conyers is very active in the community. Conyers Hardwood Flooring in Bristol. Call 850-643-6432 or 694-3447.
As we head to the bottom of the 4th at a 6-5 lead for San Antonio is Elijah Harrell heading back out to the mound. Don't forget to subscribe to the Jock Jive YouTube channel. We stream all Dixie Youth Baseball, most youth sports, and high school football in the fall on our YouTube channel, and you'll want to know first what games are coming your way. Coming this fall to Jock Jive, SWAC football, soccer and volleyball, Tuskegee football, the ACCC Game of the Week, Great American Rivalries, HBCU football, Navarre and Baker High School football, Georgia Military College football, Gulf South Conference soccer, and more. Check us out often. We are Jock Jive Sports as Harold throws ball 1 outside to start the bottom of the 4th. The 1-0 from Harrell, strike on the outside corner. The 1-1 is swung on and fouled at the plate, a ball and 2 strikes. Sun beating down once again. The pitch is swung on to the second baseman. He has it over to first in time. Island to Taylor on the 4-3. Now 3 in a row. Make it 4 in a row retired by Elijah Harrell. Zachary Good to the plate. He walked to lead off the second. And San Antonio holding on to the slim 6-5 lead. Pitch up for a ball. One and 0. The 1-0 pitch swung on and hit well to left field. The left fielder charging and it'll fall in front of him for a base hit. It looked like for a second chance was going to try to make a diving catch, but thought better of it and keep it in front of him. So Good on for the second time. Again, he walked and scored in the second. Trent Coleman to the plate. He singled in the second. Not sure what the delay here is, but it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner as number 39, Blake Jones, will go in to run for Good. As we mentioned earlier, all 12 batters bat the first time through, and then it gets cut down to the first 9 batters in the lineup. And then at their coach's discretion, they can reinsert 10, 11, and 12 as a hitter or a runner. Stone, the number 12 batter, now running for Zachary Good. The pitch. Low and away, gets away, and Stone on his way to second on the wild pitch. San Antonio looking for some insurance here with the slim 6-5 lead. The 1-0 from Harrell is low. It gets past the catcher. He'll fire down to third. Not in time. Actually, it landed right at his feet. Actually, it may have hit the umpire as well, giving Dart a shot at the runner. And it looks like the infield for Fort Meade creeping in. Obviously need to cut down the run at the plate if possible. The 2-0 swung on, hit a mile high, right side. First baseman says he's got it, and he does for the out. And the runner third obviously will stay put as Taylor puts it away for out number 2. Big at bat in this inning, in this ball game, as Oscar Alamilla to the plate. He struck out swinging in the second. Big insurance run standing there at third in Blake Stone, who went in to run for Zachary Good, who singled. The pitch. Nice backhanded stop by Dart on the pitch outside, 1-0. Again, Mariana and Shalimar to follow next. Imagine it's going to be about a 8:30 Eastern start, if not later. The pitch from Harrell is a strike right down the middle, 1-1. Harrell holding the ball high. The pitch is behind the batter as he ducks out of the way, 2-1. Again, Chipley and Liberty County doing battle to our right. I'll check that score after we get out number 3 here. We can update you. The pitch is low, and he gets away from the catcher. The runner coming home. The play at the plate. He got him! Nice job by Dart. He flipped it to Harrell, who had the glove in perfect position as Jones slid right into the tag. It goes 1-2, so Alamilla will bat when we come back to action in the top of the 5th. San Antonio holding on to the 6-5 lead here in this elimination game, the 2018 Florida DYB Majors State Tournament, here on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Back here in the top of the 5th, where Chipley is batting next door in the top of the 4th, trailing 6-3 to Liberty County. Here, it is a 6-5 lead for San Antonio as Fort Meade looking to tie it. It'll be Bennett, Durance, and Island, 7, 8, and 9 here in the top of the 5th inning. Again, thanks for everybody tuning into our audio-only broadcast, Day 4 of the 2018 DYB Major State Tournament. Bryce Bennett struck out looking his first time up. And the pitch is a strike called. 1-1 now the count. Fort Meade with 6 outs to work with here to try to get the tying run. Strike 2 called. So Saunier now the pitcher of record here for San Antonio. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He pulled the string on Bryce Bennett. Strikes out for the second time. One down here for Nathaniel Durrance, who singled, scored, drove in a run. That was in the second inning. The pitch is swung on and fouled out of play to the right. Again, 6-5 our score. San Antonio with the 3-run fourth has taken the lead again. That ball is inside, 1-1. Make it 3 in the third. Sorry about that. Game was dragging on in the early innings, starting to pick up a little bit here late. The pitch is inside, now 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is low and away. Count now 3-1 to Durrance. He's the third baseman for Fort Meade. The 3-1 pitch is a strike called. Count now is full. Again, Mariana and Shalimar coming up next. Guess it's the final of the winner's bracket, if you will. The lone 2 unbeatens. The payoff pitch is swung on, ground ball up the middle is a base hit. So Durrance now 2 for 2. He singles one up the box. As Dayland Island to the plate. He walked, moved to second, then third on a wild pitch, then scored on Zachary Simmons' single. Squaring around a bunt, he pulls away and is upstairs for a ball. The 1-0 from the lefty, Saunier. It is up for ball 2. Count now 2-0. Pitch squares around the butt, pulls back. It is strike 1, now 2-1. The 2-1. Low for ball 3. The 3-1 is a strike called, 3-2. Payoff pitch is strike 3 called. 5 strikeouts today by San Antonio pitching. Tying run at first for Elijah Harrell. The pitch is a strike called. Saunier finding a groove now. Harrell struck out looking in the first, grounded out to short in the third. The pitch is inside. That'll even it at 1-1. Pitch, low and inside, now 2-1. Hunter Chance hoping to bat this inning. As the top three batters in the lineup, Harville, Chance, and Cornelius, a combined 0 for 6. As San Antonio manager Tim Maple coming out to have a quick chat with Saunier. Who went in after Fort Meade scored 5 in the second and has only faced 2 over the minimum since. Has a 2-1 count here on Elijah Harrell with the tying run. Nathaniel Durant standing at first. The 2-1 is a strike call. Now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on with 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Gets away from the catcher. Of course, it doesn't matter as that is out number 3 as Saunier strikes out 3, working around the 1-out hit. We're through 4.5. To the bottom of the 5th we go. San Antonio looking to add to a 6-5 lead here in an elimination game in the 2018 Florida DYB Majors State Tournament here on JockJive.com.
Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Dixie Youth Baseball has now given over $1,240,000 to former Dixie Youth players and scholarships. Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program.
At Conyers Hardwood Flooring, we want you walking all over us. Conyers has been serving the Big Bend area since 2005 and provides all types of flooring materials and labor. Conyers Hardwood Flooring does nail-down installation, sand and finish hardwood floors, refinish existing hardwood floors, and more. Plus, Conyers is very active in the community. Conyers Hardwood Flooring in Bristol. Call 850-643-6432 or 694-3447.
Back to the action here in the bottom of the 5th. San Antonio will send up 9-1-2 in Alameda, Bradford, and Livingston as they look to add some insurance here to a slim 6-5 lead. Fort Meade scored all 5 of its runs in the second inning. San Antonio with 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 3 in the third. The winner stays alive in the loser's bracket and will await the winner of our nightcap, if you will, the Mariana-Shalimar game, which will definitely be under the lights later tonight. Again, at last check, Liberty County was leading 6-3 in that elimination game over Chipley. Robert Williamson bringing the action there. The machine pitch games going on right now are the winner's bracket games. The traditional, it's Bartow against Spring Hill. In the B division, it's Shalimar and Holmes County. The pitch is a ball low. And we're underway here in the bottom of the 5th. Alameda struck out in the second inning. He was at the plate when Jones was thrown out trying to steal home on a wild pitch ball, missing up ball 2. San Antonio has only left 2 runners on, the first and the second. The pitch is swung on, chopper to the right side. First baseman has it, takes a couple steps. Taylor tags the bag. 3 unassisted for out number 1. Back to the top of the lineup, Lucas Bradford. Bradford grounded out 3 unassisted in the first, and he walked and scored in the third. As the San Antonio manager, we believe this is Tim Maples having a discussion with the official scorekeeper about something. Unfortunately, scorekeeper down at ground level, as we mentioned. The combination of the scoreboards being out due to lightning, and there's no dugout phone in the press boxes, so it's easier for the official score to communicate. Of course, this could be an issue. I guess they're trying to keep track of Saulnier's pitch count. As the discussion's still going on down there. Not sure what the discussion is about, but I believe it's Tim Maple heading back to his dugout. I believe Lucas Bradford is, well, he's not happy about something, whatever it is. Yes, we're going to take a break until we find out, until we get to the bottom of it here on JockJive.com.
When you need well drilling or pump service, you need Bassford. Proudly serving the Panhandle for 50 years, Bassford works with contractors, home builders, and individual homeowners. Thomas Bassford is dedicated to providing you with top-of-the-line products and service to ensure long-lasting results. For all your well construction or repair needs, see Bassford Well Drilling and Pump Service. Our pumps are premium products that have been tested and proven to be the best available. Call 850-526-3913 or 363-0501.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the Triple-A Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
When those taste buds are demanding delicious, make it the Cookhouse Restaurant in Blunnstown. From steaks to sandwiches, cooks will have those buds saying, "Oh yeah." There's prime rib, crab legs, a variety of seafood and steaks, soup and salad bar, a complete dessert menu and ice cream bar, and more. The Cookhouse Restaurant is open 10 to 8 Monday through Thursday, till 9 on Friday and Saturday, and open at 7 a.m. Saturday for breakfast. The Cookhouse Restaurant is located on Main Street North. Player team and umpire specials available.
Well, we're back here. Not sure what the delay was, but now we're going to finally get back to action. Pitch to Bradford is low and away. Had a final in the traditional division. Didn't get a final score. I didn't hear it, but Spring Hill did beat Bartow, so Bartow's going to have to go back-to-back and beat Okeechobee. So Spring Hill has punched its ticket to Lumberton. We do know that much, so congrats to them. Jock Job will be there with them, as Spring Hill is now in the championship game. And somebody will have to beat them twice. The pitch is swung on, hit to right field. It will drop for a base hit. So Bradford is on for the second straight time with a one-out single. Ashton Liddington has a pair of singles. He has scored twice. He will step into the box here, looking to add some insurance. Strike call to Livingston. 8-3 the final, with Spring Hill punching their ticket to Lumberton with the win over Bartow. Again, they will go in one of the two divisions. The only thing left to decide is which one they'll go in. The state champion gets to decide which one they want to go into. I mean, it would make sense if they stayed in machine pitch, since that's what they play most of the year, I would assume. Of course, each individual park could be different. They could do coach pitch, but it is machine pitch once you get to postseason play. The pitch to Livingston is popped up on the infield. The pitcher says, "I've got it," and he does. Harrell for the out. 2 down. So congrats to the young men from Spring Hill. That's a park we're very familiar with. Last year, Mike Rideout, who's doing some machine pitch action behind us, did regular season action for Spring Hill, where they would do 5 or 6 games every Saturday for at least 6 Saturdays. The pitch is upstairs for a ball. Joey Abadessa, a big supporter of ours down at Spring Hill. His boys are in the Dixie Boys division now. Talon Maple has driven in 2 runs. The pitch is swung on, ground ball past the pitcher. His shortstop has it, and he just lays on the bag, and he's got it for the out. So the fielder's choice goes 6 unassisted. So Fort Meade coming to the plate. They have 3 outs left in their season. They need at least 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead here in the 6th inning, which we'll have for you when we get back. You are listening to the 2018 Florida DYB Majors State Tournament here on JockJive.com.
What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game. And all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do. And it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction.
Holmes County leading Shalimar 14-8 in the winner's bracket final of the B division. Machine pitch here. San Antonio looking to hold on. They lead 6-5 as we go to the top of the 6th. But Fort Meade will have 2, 3, and 4 coming up in Chance, Cornelius, and Taylor. Those 3 are combined 1 for 6. Chance and Cornelius are 0 for 2. Taylor is 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. As Austin Saunier came in with 2 outs in the 2nd. He has not given up a run since coming into the ballgame, allowing only 3 hits. He does have 4 strikeouts, and he had 3 last inning. So it is crunch time here on field 2. The winner will play at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning against the winner of our next game. The loser will check out of the hotel tomorrow. As again, these 2 teams here are 2 of the few teams in this Majors division that have to do that. Obviously, Mariana would commute each day, as will Holmes County, Mariana. Of course, the host, Liberty County, the same, along with Sneads and Chipley. Imagine Shalimar probably stayed in a hotel. It is about 2 hours for them. And the pitch to Hunter Chance is up and in for ball 1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Pitch is upstairs for ball 2. And Fort Meade has a lot of left-handed batters. The 2-0 swung on, fouled straight back. Good swing on that by Hunter Chance. It's already 7:45 Eastern, so obviously our winner's bracket final is going to start a little late. Had about an hour delay due to lightning earlier. The pitch is swung on and missed. Big cut there. It's 2-2. Again, after this one, we invite you to check our other elimination game going on right now with Liberty County and Chipley. That one missing outside. It's 3-2. Of course, once a team is eliminated, they will get their participation medals and retrieve their flag from the center field fence. That's a swing and a miss for Hunter Chance. That's now 4 of the last 5 batters that Saunier has struck out, 1 down here in the 6th. Number 10 is Jaden Cornelius, who has grounded out twice. Shortstop in the 1st to the pitcher in the 3rd. The pitch, that's going to miss outside, ball 1. The 1-0, big swing and a miss by Cornelius. Could like to try to tie it up right there, 1-1. The only team that has put one on the other side of the temporary fence, Mariana, is coming up next against Shalimar. Big swing and a miss by Cornelius. It's 1-2. Isaiah Spencer hit one over and added an inside the Parker in Mariana's last game. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. That is 3 in a row and 5 of the last 6 for Austin Saunier, who's looking to nail down the win, but Johnny Taylor at the plate. Looks like he is capable of tying the game. I would think by the looks of him, he could pass for about 14. Big, broad shoulders. He reached on an error, scored in the 2nd, singled in the 4th, and then was forced out on a fielder's choice. Fort Meade down to its final out. The pitch to Taylor, swung on and fouled back, 0-1. Fort Meade beat Ridge Manor in their opener 7-3 on Sunday, then lost 14-4 in 4 innings on Sunday. As the left and right fielders, for some unknown reason, will switch. I don't know if that's Quattlebaum going to right and Stone to left. That's where they started the game. The 0-1 to Taylor is outside as he holds up the swing. That'll leave it at 1-1. Garrett Sims hoping to bat. He waits on deck. The 1-1 is swung on, grounder, past the first baseman into right field for a base hit. Fort Meade's season continues as the tying run is now aboard. Garrett Sims, the shortstop, to the plate, as they will now switch back. I believe it's Quattlebaum and Stone. I guess the speed is on the left side with Quattlebaum, as he went to right field for the lefty. Now he'll go back to left for the right-handed batting Garrett Sims as time is called. Saunier looking in. He has his sign. He will fire to the plate. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. Jeffrey Dart hoping to bat. He waits on deck. San Antonio with the 6-5 lead. The pitch is low for ball 1. We have 3 games going on at the moment. 2 in the majors, 1 in the machine pitch. The pitch is outside, 2-1. Sims representing the go-ahead run. Fort Meade has not scored since the 2nd inning. The 2-1 is a strike called. It's 2-2. Fort Meade is down to its final strike. Again, the runner at first, Johnny Taylor. San Antonio looking to stay alive. The 2-2 pitch is low and in for ball 3. I think the closest game we've had in this age group was 3 runs. The payoff pitch is just outside for ball 4. As Sagne with his hands to his head, he thought he rang him up. But the opinion of the one that matters says we play on. Jeffrey Dart is 1 for 2. He singled to right in the second. He scored, grounded out to the pitcher in the 4th. Many fingernails, I'm sure, being bitten downstairs. The pitch is a strike called. Maybe some hairs getting gray. Sagne bent over, looking in, has his sign. The 0-1 upstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Should there be a bottom of the 6, 4, 5, and 6 noise, Will and Sagne for San Antonio. They're hoping to not bat. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. Squirts out of the catcher's glove, but nobody will advance. 1-2. Fort Meade down to its final strike again. It is Johnny Taylor at second. Garrett Sims at first. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and tipped. Goodness. By a whisker. And another 1-2 pitch headed home. It is swung on and hit well to left. But the left fielders are camping out under it, and he's got it. He just got under it. Landon Quattlebaum hauls it in for out number 3. And the young men in red down the left side will live to fight another day. Your final score in our closest game in the Majors tournament. San Antonio wins it over Fort Meade. The final is 6-5. So San Antonio advances. And we'll await the winner of our next one with Mariana and Shalimar. Fort Meade finishes tied for 5th. So we will sign off for now. We'll be back in about a half hour with the final of our winners bracket. Mariana and Shalimar. Jason Thompson signing off for now, wishing you wherever you tuned in tonight a pleasant evening.